Hey guys, Elvin Prince here, back with Apothecary Diaries, Season 1, Episode 14. Believe there's, 28 this time around? Or for this season? Okay, 24. So we got 10 left. So that's, 2.5 months of apothecing? I hope that you'll enjoy it as I have, but New Peer Consort, I believe, is the title of this little shindig. I'm looking forward to see how this goes. That'll mean that she goes back into the rear palace. Don't know what for, but she'll be going. Um, yeah, I have babbled on for 55 seconds. You all know the drill at this point. Stuff down below. Do with it as you see fit, and without any further ado, let's get started. 5 double sync point at 10, and audio is doing all it should. God, I love the music, but you know what I love more than the music? The backgrounds. Yeah, trying to think. Streamed streamed on YouTube. Uh, that went pretty well. Thinking of maybe doing that a little bit more. But yeah, I guess that's the main thing for me to comment on. Gonna be doing some more streams. Some Dark Souls is definitely on the table, but importantly, we're here for reactions. I keep forgetting that we have that uh, well muscled fellow there before being blasted with the three flowers of the verdigris house. Yeah, I don't know the further linguistic or whatever thing behind verdigris. I recognize the word. I'm just no. It sounds like pedigree. Uh, that'll be a that'll be a Google. Uh, uh, oh, hello. I look away for a second, and we have you. She looks different than the other two right off the bat. It also might be the fact that we're in a black and white filter with that. The clothes also look different. I want to see them side by side so I can get a better idea, but definitely, I mean, facial structure seems to be presenting itself a little different. That might also just be the what the makeup is highlighting. Oh, that's one way to treat that object. Hello, ma'am. What's your deal? God, my nose is fucking itchy. New pure consort. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the clothes are different, at least part of it. More of a swooping cut going back as opposed to the flat. Hello. How perplexing indeed. Jade Pavilion, precious and wise consort. Hello. What's what about it? What do you mean education? Uh, why? So why is she being chosen? Oh God, that. So I guess you got to go back with your friends. I is that just a stack of books of content? I believe so. Yep. And no, I think she does mind. Fucking hell! And you say you don't like cats? Yeah. Okay. So what exactly are you educating? Uh huh. I. Hmm. God, that must have been annoying to pull that cart up the stairs. Enter one. Enter two. Enter cart. Surely there must be a better way to get it up. Yep. Now piss off. Yeah. Even if you do, supposedly not have your frog, you're a frog haver. Hello again. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And no, her she no longer has massively sunken cheeks. I would be too, miss. Yeah, I'll give fucking chemical burns. So what? It's a high collar. I can't tell the subtle differences between Chinese variations and like different provincial stereotypes. But like you can see it's a high collar and just a straight cut as opposed to a more swooping one. God, that is cool. The little details. I see. What am I? Someone doesn't seem too thrilled about it. So what are you actively? Is she just like showing them illustrated smut? What? I think that seems to be the case. Uh, Someone's not overly thrilled about the concept. What about her facial structure looks different from the others? Oh, face is going red. I want to see like their faces side by side. Stop. Stop eavesdropping. Oh, you can see the imprint of the side. Oh. Uh-huh. God. Is it the way that the lips are drawn? It looks like it might be the way the lips face is a bit broader, maybe? Mm-hmm. Rather than her, I mean, I can read her dismissive humps. I uh, uh, hello. Yeah, maybe lips look a bit smaller and the face is widened a bit. I God damn it, details. Uh-huh. Bonus. That was a boom. What are we looking at with that? Generally, things in the palace shouldn't explode. I'm just gonna throw that idea out there. Oh, what's oh the old fox or middle-aged fox? The not the scale, the segmented armor. That's really cool. An explosion and a fire. Well, he's he's doing his thing. Frog Haver. Oh, the fur-lined cloak and the details of the wood paneling in the back. Holy. Uh huh. Yep. Bureaucracy is one hell of a thing. Yeah, no. It. I don't think it has as much need. Yeah, that's because it's winter. Uh huh. Oh, that's the fucking muscular dude from the intro. She got fired. Mm-hmm. Christ on a bike. That's that's one hell of a thing. Hmm. There's better ways to go about that, amigo. Yeah, she got fired and then rehired. You're an inspector. It took the fire of unknown origin. It took my baby away. Yeah. There maybe a particle explosion. Uh, Neck is stiff. Yeah. What did it store? Yeah. Well, any empire is gonna have some issue. What did this one store? Was this food? That this Why would that place get firebombed? The fancy pipe that the old fox was looking at. Oh, flour. Would would it be storing flour and? Yep, that looks like it. Dust or flour. He, yeah, she's just ignoring you. Are Are you gonna create like a small version and then try and trigger the particle explosion? Yep. Okay. Yeah, particle explosion. Yeah, gonna spark and then boom. Smart. That includes you too. Uh, it's it's gonna be a particle explosion with all that. Um, that. Yeah, particle explosion. So the dust goes up, and then it can specifically airborne flour. It had to deal with a particle explosion at a factory like a year or two ago. Yep, The pipe gets dropped. Boom. Yeah, be careful with all that. It's they're mighty dangerous. Uh yeah, she I I am not shocked. Yep. So fires are often this time of year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you disappear off to somewhere. Yeah, please. Mm-hmm. Would it? It probably would be for the best. Oh, what went crash? Oh, Jesus Christ, man! If you're gonna be drinking like this, 2105. Uh, I I love it when particle explosions are shown because they are really cool to work with. Just because, like, obviously they're dangerous as shit, and you should not mess with them unless you know what you're doing. But and like I said, I had to respond to a 911 call about a factory that had one. Uh, Shockingly, it was like a massive bakery. So flour, it goes up, wasn't properly done, boom, you get an explosion. Also, I know they're also common with stuff like concrete plants and other stuff like that. Those are particularly dangerous just because, it's a really common thing is for the lime to just go out and start fucking over everything. Like, there's a reason you can use it to help decompose bodies really quick. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense that, fires and shit are more common in winter because, people are going to light fires to try and stay warm, and that's going to put them inside of buildings and all that more often, which will give you more chances to light shit on fire. That's one hell of a thing. But yeah, I'm gonna go back. I need to look at her face when compared to. Okay. That the lips. This could just be how the makeup's applied, but the lips look small. And face looks a little wide. I can use this as a reference point. So now I need to look at the face of one of the other consorts. Okay, yeah. Pink consort. She's got far wider lips. Again, that could just be a stylization from how she applies her makeup. Um, yeah. Face. Her face looks more tall than it is wide, whereas our new consort looks wider maybe not wider than it is tall, but you know, more wide. And are her eyes larger than? Let me get a good look at her face. Come on, I'm 7:30. Yeah, her eyes look to be larger. Larger nose looks maybe a little more upturned. More upturned, yeah, and lips definitely look very small. Come on, look at me so I can look at her face. This is not helping me with my little look. But yeah, it looks like that is cool. From a different area, so her face structure is going to be a little different. It also, like they said, her style of dress looks vastly different. And they said what, like northern dress? Because I mean, I guess that kind of tracks with what I saw in Mongolia. I guess with like the style of clothing. Not obviously, it's not going to be a very one for one or especially accurate comparison given my complete lack of finite knowledge on the matter. Okay, here's a good look at her face in a bit lower detail. Yeah, it's wider than it is tall compared to the others, and got the cross. Wonder where she's from, because that definitely looks to be, at least from my very, very limited view, definitely is more reminiscent of what I saw in Mongolia than some of the others. Yeah, I love just being able to look at little details and all that. I'm just gonna keep blathering on for a little bit because I have a photo of a nice bit of clothing. Now I can't find the photo really quick, but yeah, um, this is really fucking cool. I love being able to look over all the little details and all this. So I hope you all have enjoyed Stuff Below. Do with it as you see fit. I'm probably gonna record the next one just so I can get a little bit ahead. But yeah, this is Owen Prince signing out. Check out the Metro and Live stuff if you like. See ya.